All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the KSR channel and checking out what we've got going on. And today's episode is a little bit about some Carnage that we've got to fix, which you're going to see in just a second. Whoa, there we go. Oh, there I am. But for those of you that might be interested, we're going to give away some of our Carnage for anybody making a purchase. So any order that anybody makes from winwithksr.com in the merch department, any order at all, you can buy a sticker, lanyard, shirt, hat, whatever. We're gonna enter or do a random drawing out of the orders that are placed between now and probably the end of the week. So today's Monday, this video will probably come out Tuesday. So yeah, by Friday we'll decide by Friday, who gets the stuff. But we are going to give away Soccer Mom's bent connecting rod. Put that in a random order. We also have the slightly wounded piston. You can see where it found the crankshaft right there. Gonna give that away to one of you guys. And actually, I'll get, so myself, Will, and Kimber will all sign it. And maybe the guys in the shop too, if we can fit everybody's deal on there. And then we'll also put the rod bearings in an order. And I guess maybe even the wounded head gasket. So you guys let me know if you want me to put the head gasket in an order. But yeah, we'll give away those things in some orders. winwithksr.com. Get your merch. And let's sneak out into the shop and show you guys the really big cylinder head Carnage that I'm going to try and fix today. When you see some stuff like this, that's the top half of a valve. That's a bent valve, which you can't really tell a whole lot by visual. That one's kind of bent, you can see. Obviously, that's a problem there. And yeah, some pieces of that there. All right, so what you see here, and we got another one to show you that CJ is still disassembling. This is a result of improperly setting valve lash, like in a really big way, with a solid roller camshaft. So these are a pair of big block Ford cylinder heads. Humongous ports, because that's what Ford does. At least it seems to be kind of one of their things. And we are going to knock the seat out and do some welding. And once we get all that done, we will order up a new set of valves because it bent or broke 2 exhaust valves and 2, possibly 3 of the intake valves. CJ's stamping them right now so we know which one's which I'm gonna flip this up. All right. For show and tell time. So this one, they're both kind of hurt in a similar way. But this one maybe doesn't have a hole into the water jacket yet. But got to pop the seat out and then clean all this up before I can lay some weld back in there. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully you can knock this out pretty quick, like I'm hoping anyways. But let's follow along and let's see how long it takes. All right, well, about an hour and a half of cleaning, welding, and hammering. And I think we've got something that can be sent over to the machine shop. And I will have to re-tap that spark plug hole because I, closed it up a little bit there on the end. I will reshape both the port and the chamber once they get the new seats put in it. So I think we're all pretty good there. I may kind of reach around in there, or I may even drill like an 1/8 inch hole through an area that I think is a little thin. And if it is, I'll drill it a little bigger than an 1/8 inch. Like if the 1/8 inch hole verifies that it's really thin, right at the bottom of the chamber, or the bottom of the port, right above the valve seat, I think might be a little thin. So I may drill an 1/8 inch hole in that, and if it does look like it's thin, I'll wash that in with the welder so that it kind of sinks the bowl down. Maybe even drill it a little bit bigger if I have to, so that I can wash it down to thicken it up and then fill back in on top of it. So that's gonna do it for this head. And I gotta run home, or I gotta run to gymnastics and pick up my littlest one from gymnastics. And then I'll be back tomorrow to do the other one. So stay tuned for the other head. All right, well, day 2 and cylinder head number 2. And this one in some ways is kind of wounded worse than the other one. Luckily though, as bad as the exhaust seat is busted, or not the exhaust seat, the intake seat, it just pops right in there. So you can kind of see, we got to go in and knock all that busted stuff. Oh, I just knocked part of it out. And then grind everything out. I might even do a little bit right there. But then we will be off to the machine shop to let them do a valve job, install new seats, definitely in the intake. Ooh, that one even hit. You can see it busted the seat all the way down to there. So I'm going to weld this one up all the way around, but probably need to do the exhaust seat on this valve too, since I'm going to be welding all in here and hammering it in and stuff. So first thing, I got to get her clean, ship all these busted pieces out of there, and then weld her up. I mean, it's kind of impressive how much damage can be caused when things go wrong, but we're going to fix it and make it better. Here we go. right, well, a couple hours later, welding, hammering, putting the old HTP TIG welder through its paces. And I gotta say, for a relatively small welder, this sucker puts out some power. And I had her set at 300 amps and was, you know, rocking the pedal in and out to get the heat that I needed into the cylinder head. So the first thing I did was kind of just warm the head up. You might have seen me, like, you know, with no filler at all to begin with. I just kind of waved the TIG around. That's still kind of warm, but waved it all around to kind of bake any of the impurities out of it to begin with. And you can see I welded in way more than I needed to, hopefully right there, so that when they remachine it to put the new seat in, I'm pretty well banking on they're going to have to put a new seat in that exhaust too. So we're going to send them a whole new set of valves, and then by the time they get you know, the cylinder head decked and all that stuff, we should be all good. At least that's the hope anyways. So that'll wrap it up for this episode, because I got to get on the road and get to the machine shop, and that's a boring video. But yeah, we'll have some more updates coming up soon with Steve's side-by-side, as well as I've been nipping away at Spencer's firewall, but just keep getting pulled away to get into other jobs. But we will have a big update on Spencer's coming up soon. And if you need any welding supplies, don't forget usaweld.com to use the code WINWITHKSR. It'll get you 5% off your order. And I wish we could get welding gas from there, because welding gas is getting expensive. I got to go to a local place to get our argon from, and yeah, wish I could use a discount on that. But we do use our own discount code at usaweld.com. And I can confirm as of Thursday that it works. So that'll do it for this video. Appreciate everybody watching, subscribing. See you guys next time.